right. Welcome back, everybody that's returning, and those of you that are new. Welcome to my platform. My name is Astraea Love. I hope everybody's having a beautiful day. All right. We are in the month of December. We are on the day where when I'm filming this is the 2nd of December. However, my readings are timeless, which means whenever you get to watching this reading, the message will be for you. Okay. So I suggest that you guys watch all of my readings. Okay. Each reading is going to hold a Easter egg of knowledge for you to decode for your personal self. Okay. So that's why I suggest that you watch all of the readings, because you can spiritually advance yourself really quickly just by watching these readings, and it'll open up your abilities, connect you with the Most High God. And basically, you'll get to learn from other situations without having to go through them, which is a blessing in itself. All right. So there's so many goodies that come through these readings, really. It makes it worth making this content, to be quite honest. Okay. So we are calling upon the Most High God and the Holy Spirit. We're asking that the Most High God come be with us now. And we're calling upon our spiritual team of highest light and resonance. And we are asking that the archangels, our ancestors, and our spiritual team of highest light and resonance come be with us now, putting a cloak of protection around us. Welcome in, fashionista. And we just ask that God continue to bless us, prosper us, keep us safe, and allow us to thrive on this planet, in this world. We praise you, God. All glory, honor, and worship and praise goes to you. And thank you for all my gifts. Thank you for my anointing. Thank you for choosing me. And thank you for everything that you have done. Amen. And everything that you are doing and everything that you're going to do and all of the miracles you're creating. Amen. Okay, so by watching my videos, you're agreeing to the contract of being in control of yourself, being responsible for yourself, and with any of the information being channeled. Please be on your best behavior, because the Most High God is watching and the Holy Spirit is listening. By watching my videos, you're agreeing to not attack and persecute me for my calling. This contract includes no copyright, no gatekeeping, no shadow banning, no witchcraft, no voodoo, no evil eye, no energy harvesting, and just be on your best behavior. Okay, so I'm going to read from The Truth of God by Michael STEADMAN. The link to this book is in the chat, but I just want to read, we're going to be talking about what are we choosing. It says, we created a free will universe, so choice is always coming into play each moment. Does that thought feel good or not feel good? What are we placing our attention on? Where is our focus? Would we go into an ice cream shop with dozens of flavors and be upset by focusing on the flavors we did not like? Or would we be excited about all of the choices that we did like, knowing that whatever choice we made would bring a joyous result? Okay. So example, Carol understood who her true self was. She had learned how to ask questions inwardly and receive answers using intuitive methods from chapter 4. Project Monarch. Nice. She didn't understand why negative instances were still arising in her daily life. While she realized that when she got up in the morning, she was focusing more on aching muscles with which vitamins she needed, why her car didn't have enough to pick up in it, and why she didn't make enough money at her job, and cutting herself with a knife while fixing dinner. So this is what she's been focusing on, basically. She was taking assessment of the life she was creating. She now saw that she had been doing that every day. She had been getting caught up in the storyline of her life, of a negative story to other people, telling a negative story to other people and to herself. And this is why I want you guys to start dropping the stories that you've kept going throughout your life, whether they're true or not. It doesn't seem to be helping to just reiterate something that you've been through that's negative. Either heal from it or move on. Okay. If you can't heal from it right now, you can still move on. And the thing is that when it comes to healing, that issue will come back up, because spirit loves to help you resolve things. Spirit will draw in another situation similar to that for you to be able to heal. Let's get the likes up, you guys. So even after Carol had learned that lesson, she was still caught herself reassessing the day's negative events, focusing on the negative pattern so that she could detach from them. Detachment is so important, you guys. There is a difference in having negative occurrences show up in our lives, acknowledging and detaching, and looking for the ones to detach. Focusing on the negative. What have we been focusing on? Most people find themselves falling into some of these categories. Mortgage and bills. Most people will get a negative feeling watching their checkbook balance shrink by paying their bills, but they could change if they had gratitude for the service that they received: heat, water, roof over their head, food, clothes, etc. Right? Welcome in, Shaman Maria, and welcome in, Blop Blop 638. Health, just a simple "how are you" to someone can open them up to tell you everything that is going wrong in their life. If that is what happening to you, it is because you are feeling the need to tell someone negative things that are happening in your life. Even if negative occurrences or people may be around you, it is never a good practice to focus on them, but to change the subject of your thoughts to things of a positive nature. Stopping ourselves from telling our friends our problems. And this is why, if you have friends, do not trauma dump on your friends. If you want to keep that friend and you want to be around somebody that's high vibrational, make sure you're not around people that are trauma dumping on you, and then you in change don't trauma dump on them. Okay? And that doesn't mean that you can't talk about the things you've been through with your friend, but make sure that you're talking about it from a space where you're actually healed, to where you're not just throwing all of your problems on somebody else. So it says, stopping ourselves from telling our friends our problem is one thing. Catching those negative inner thoughts we are thinking to ourselves is a different story. Most of the time, it's much easier to catch other people going into negative stories than it is to catch ourselves, because self-awareness, basically. People think that they must face confirmation, reality, even if it's negative. No, but I say, and Esther Hicks will also say, turn away from what is negative and look towards the positive. Okay. But I say, if your reality doesn't look like you want it to, focus on one that does look like you would have it, thereby creating a positive flow to take place of the negative one that you have created with beliefs that pulled those types of experiences in without knowing. Politics. I know some people who feel it is their duty to be focusing on the negative things that will be brought up by one party or the other. They might even find joy in it, but I will guarantee that there is no love or peace in politics. No shit. I mean, that's just general. Family drama. Focusing on the dynamics that are happening in a family or with friends can lead to negative feelings, personally or vicariously through others' problems. Crime news. Feeling the need to keep up with what is happening locally or around the world through newspapers, magazines, and TV can have a person focusing on the worst thing that is happening in their creation. Not liking our job while at work or at home, focusing on those events or people that don't make us feel good only brings more of the same into the workplace and home. Traffic. You will see or hear people that are screaming at other drivers for, that's me right here, for one reason or another. I will seriously be like, get the fuck out the way, beep. Each occurrence that is being drawn into that person's experience is caused by some belief that they're holding in their being, consciously or unconsciously. Remember, we have conscious beliefs and subconscious beliefs. Judging ourselves and others. This seems to be one of the easiest categories to fall into. People will state that they don't judge others, but they still hear others judge someone else. If you're hearing it around you, it's because you are judging yourself or others, maybe without even knowing. These are just some of the storylines that we can find ourselves focusing on. When we start our mornings with feeling unconditional love for all, gratitude, and trying to see the beauty that is around us, if we are looking for it, we will create a reality that will match those feelings. Okay, so I just wanted to read that because I feel like it's relevant to today's reading. We're dealing with somebody here that definitely doesn't want to take accountability for their actions. Okay, this person thinks that they're working with angels, like archangels, but they're really working with demons. And I don't know how this person could get those two different energies so confused in their mind, but it just seems like whoever we're going to be talking about today doesn't really have the type of awareness that you do, because you can sense that this person is on some demonic bullshit, right? Most people actually can sense that, but this person swears by the archangels, and the archangels don't want anything to do with this person. So I think it's ironic that they think that the archangels are protecting them from you, and you are not even a threat to this person. Oh, you're very welcome. Those actually weren't my words. Those were the words from this book, which I suggest you guys get. And I put the link to it in the chat. So yeah, this person, they think that they're working with archangels, but they're not. They're not working with archangels. Archangels they will defend, but they're not going to go like do somebody's dirt for them, right? Which is crazy. And welcome in, Red Elephant, which is crazy that some people believe that the archangels are going to go put hexes on people. Like, what in the fuck? What in the literal fuck and metaphysical fuck are they thinking? Okay. Archangels will help clear a hex, but they're not going to go place a hex on somebody for someone. So you're dealing with somebody that's like, hex them, hex them. Like, just, they won't stop with this shit. You're dealing with people that are insecure about their own lives. They're the type of people that focus on everything negative going on in the world, and it's turned them into being vampiric people. People can't be around these people for long without getting drained. So we're going to see what Spirit has to say about this person that thinks that they're working with archangels, but they're actually working with demons. Their ignorance abounds. Exactly. 6. So interesting. This person's upset that you have finances. Wow. Everyone has to have finances to stay alive. Why should you have to be homeless, broke, and poor? Like, what the fuck is wrong with this person? Project Stargate. Exactly. It's like, what is wrong with this person? No, this person sees you as a divine being, or you're being seen by the universe as a divine being. And even if you're a masculine energy, you're still showing up divine feminine, which means you're a nurturer. You're probably a loving mother. This person is working with some type of police energy to have a victory over you. This person thinks that these archangels are going to convince the police to come arrest you. What in the fuck is wrong with them? Excuse my language, but what is wrong with these people? And who the hell are they? Are these cops themselves Holy Spirit, or is there... No, it's somebody working with the police. So somebody is trying to actively work with the police. Okay. This could be an ex-coworker, an ex-friend, an ex, but they're trying to actively work with the police to stop you and block you. This confirmation, this person wants to pull you into, yeah, anyone who wants to hex someone is straight tripping stupid. Exactly. This person like is literally trying to hex the police as well with archangels, like, but they're not even working with archangels. They're being, whatever they're calling upon, it's the opposite that's answering. And look, these police, okay, they want these cops to put you in the 5 of Pentacles, to take away your home, to kick you out of a city. The police do not have that fucking type of power. Even if they gang stalk and harass you, you can press charges against the police for overstepping their boundaries and for not having a reason to come for you. And this other person's jealousy and envy and shit, it ain't no reason to come for somebody. And their need to hex you and to hex your property, this person has done too much. You know, they're on their gravestone. It's going to say, here lies so-and-so. They passed away because they did too much. So this person wants to see you thrown away. They want the police to kick you out of a city. If you guys read tarot or you do anything like what I do, this person is trying to find out if there's a law in your city that says that you can't be a healer, a shaman, a light worker, a tarot card reader, a psychic, whatever. Okay. They want you thrown out of a community. Project Solar Warden. Yeah. They want you thrown out of a community for whatever reason. Yeah, the less we fluster ourselves, the sooner, yes, they'll get settled in rehabilitation services and prisons, begins healings, literally. And the thing is that this person feels like they have the right to put you away because you are like winning in their face. They're taking your success personally. Like, it's like, not, this person thinks that you're not just doing these readings or doing whatever healing work you're doing. This could even be you just healing yourself. They don't think you're doing it for yourself. Like, they're delusional as fuck. They don't think that you're doing it for yourself. They think that you're doing it to smite them, and you're not, or to spite them. You're really not. You don't even think about this person. When you go to do your healing work or your light codes, you are not thinking about this person. You are thinking about what you're doing, aka healing. And so this is why you're allowed to continue to move forward. Yeah, the Galactic Federation absolutely is watching over this. You are dealing with the Queen of Wands, okay, that wants to steal something. She wants somebody's home. She wants you to stop doing this divine light work. Why? Because you are being seen as the light worker that you are. This person wants you pulled into court. They want you to have to make payments to them. This person's a broke ass bitch. I think that if this person's broken a legal contract. If okay, for example, who this person could be for me, I don't know if they've broken the legal contract that they have, but they're not supposed to be selling any of my writings and none of my shit because it's all copyrighted through the legal contract. I feel like this person has broken a legal contract. Maybe this one's not even about me. I always think that, just like the book says, if there's something going on in the collective, there's something going on within me that needs to be resolved. Maybe I have a fear of this person selling my writing and giving it to other people. Maybe you have a fear of this person copywriting you and selling your work. Project Bluebeam. Yeah. It's all of these projects that you're pulling up are relevant because you guys have some type of connection to them. I feel like when these projects get pushed through, especially Project Bluebeam, and they start projecting shit into the sky for us to see, we're going to be the ones that are like, that's fake. Like, sorry, sir, ma'am, Mr. of the government. That is some fake bullshit. Stop trying to fucking gaslight us and play with our minds like that. So the thing is that, you are being watched over by police, but there are higher ups like FBI, CIA that are also watching over these cops that somebody is literally paying money to try to, this person is backfired. They're trying to get you kicked out of a community, and they're trying to restrict your ability to tell the future or to help other people out. This person does not want you speaking on what they've done to you. This person does not want you telling other people how MK Ultra tried to mind control you and get you to off yourself. This person doesn't want you sharing your research, with others. This person doesn't want you making money off of your work. This is the type of person that wants to punish you because you're successful and because they're sitting around, sitting on some type of work you've already created and making money off of the work you've already manifested. That's what this person's trying to do. They don't want you writing, they don't want you speaking, and they don't want you telling the truth. That's what this is about. This person wants to restrict your ability to speak truth. 3. And they thought that they've mastered something with the police here when it comes to gang stalking, harassing, and bullying you. I can guarantee that these cops are not going to do anything to you. I can guarantee it. If this was a court case, these cops are looking real fucking stupid right now. They're looking real fucking stupid. So what I'm getting here is that literally, you could be dealing with somebody that has a police officer as like a neighbor or a friend or a colleague or whatever. Like somehow they know a police officer, and they've been getting this police officer to monitor you and stalk you by driving by your house. You could be hearing a lot of sirens. But what I'm literally getting here is that these other projects that are active that you're a part of are intervening with these cops. There is some type of group of people that doesn't want to see you bothered, and these people do not care what this Queen of Wands is saying about y'all. The Sun. Because this person just doesn't want you in your divine feminine energy, and they definitely don't want you healing this inner child trauma because their hex work is going back on them. It's really not working on you. What planet are they from? Who the fuck knows? Who cares? Planet fucking no fucks given. No offense taken. That's where they're from. These people are like literally delusional. And like some people are not even people, they're NPCs. This person could be an NPC, which is basically a soulless individual that is being driven by their triggers. Just like how I was reading about what we're choosing, they're being driven by those triggers rather than focusing on gratitude. This person also tried to have a spiritual ability stripped from you, and that was a very big no-no. They had no right. This person's not even grateful for the gifts that they have, let alone being able to take one from you. And this is a gift you were born with. This ability that you have to see the future and to heal others, this is an ability that you were born with. You incarnated into this life with this gift already. And so this is not something that can just be taken from you. Only the Most High God could take it from you. And the Most High God doesn't see that you're doing anything wrong. Okay. So Most High God is not going to take it from you. And to furthermore about these demons that they're working with, these demons, they only want to destroy this queen of wands. I almost called her a king of wands. So there could be a king of wands as well, but they only want to destroy this person and the police. They don't want to, demons do not want to fuck with anointed people. Like, that is the straight up truth. Demons don't want to mess with anointed ones. Why? Because it gets them in trouble. The Most High God can absolutely punish a demon and send them to the pits of hell and never allow them to have an influence on earth again. And that's what these demons don't want. That's why they only mess with lower vibrational people. And so you are dealing, I just heard Arcturians. You could be dealing, so you could have Arcturians on your side telling this person, hey, stop calling upon the fallen fucking angels. Most of the fallen angels are incarnated on this planet already as people. But the ones that aren't, that are still in non-corporeal form, this person is being weird. They also have attempted to open a portal on you. I would rebuke this person and their witchcraft, because they really thought that you were not going to be able to close these portals. I think that this person tried to open a portal to drain you of your energy and your money. And what happened is the shit backfired and the portal opened on them, and now they're being drained. And they think that you did something to them, and they don't realize that their magic not only did not work, but it backfired. That's literally what this person is thinking in their delusional ass brain. So I kind of pity them, but this person is waiting for you to produce something so that they can also try to limit that. Like, let's say that you're going to come out with a book or a painting or a new project. Okay, this person, the moment that you come out with it, they're going to go on a slander campaign trying to work against it so you can't have any money. This person, God is about to put so many problems in this person's life that they're not going to have any time to focus on you and yours. 3, because they wanted to, take away your ability to be a high priestess, to be well known, and to serve the public. And that's just not what's going to happen here. I mean, you could even take a break for like 3 weeks to a month and not even do what you're doing, and you could come right back to it and start working on it again. Like, God's not going to punish you for taking a break. This person wants you to feel also like you're overworked and underpaid. This person does not want you receiving any type of benefits or profits off of your work. They want all of it to come to them. Now, this blessing blocker, blessing stealing dumbass bitch is literally up under judgment. They're having to make payments to the court. This person's also being investigated by the same police that they tried to manipulate against you. So this person could be getting kicked out of the community that they're living in. That's what they wanted for you. 4 of Pentacles. You're using your high priestess ability and your intuitive gifts and your inheritance from the Most High God in a good way. You are being a benevolent teacher and healer of this world. This person, they don't understand you or your mission. Okay, this jealous, envious, weird ass Skeletor looking bitch. I'm seeing somebody that's real fucking skinny, just really, I don't know, it's not what I'm attracted to. Is not that. Let's just say that what I think is beautiful is probably different than what other people think is beautiful. But I'm not into the Ozempic face and all this weird fucking Hollywood shit. I don't know what the fuck is going on with people's faces, but it's starting to get scary. And wow, that was a weird glitch. Starting to get real scary in Hollywood. And I'm not trying to make fun of anybody that's got plastic surgery or whatever, but yeah, no. I love myself. I love the way that I look. Okay. I may not be a skinny Skeletor person, but I don't feel insecure about that. Like, I love my body. I love my face. I love myself. And I'm okay with the way I look. I don't feel the need to go cut myself up. But this other person, they want you to feel like you're not good enough, that you're not skinny enough, that you're not whatever enough. And that's ridiculous. When it's this person that's not enough, from what my tastes are, I would be more attracted to somebody that would be curvy and organically pretty, okay? I don't know what the fuck people are doing nowadays with their faces, but they need to stop. And if it is the Ozempic shit, that people need to stop, okay? It's not healthy. So this person wants you to basically subscribe to all of the things that Hollywood's doing. And the thing is like, if you drastically, it is, if you like go get plastic surgery, like now, the less chemicals, the better. Exactly. If you go get plastic surgery now, what's going to happen is that the beauty standard is going to change in the future, like it always does every like 10 years or so. You'll notice that the beauty standard changes, right? Where having a BBL was the most important thing back in the day. And then now it's like, not to me, that's not attractive, but whatever, you know. This person wants you to subscribe to what Hollywood is basically pushing their agenda, and they want you to have to fall into that category of, well, you're not skinny enough, you need to get on Ozempic. No, you'll destroy your boat. Like, what I am getting is that the Ozempic is destroying people's, like, we have different layers of fat, right? We have like the thicker fat and then that thinner fat. This is destroying people's bone structure and the fat that they have that makes their face the way that it looks, right? So anyways, somebody wants you to go get botched plastic surgery. That's what they're praying for, is that you'll destroy your looks by going to get surgery. I want you guys to love yourselves the way that you are. And then if you feel like there's something that you want to change about yourself, do some investigation and ask God if that's what you should do. Because, well, I don't feel the need to change myself, even though I'm not perfect. I have a little tummy, like whatever, you know. I'm not as skinny as I used to be, but I feel more womanly now. So this person is wanting you to fall back into an old pattern of thinking, like maybe this person thinks that you have an eating disorder or something. They want you to go get on Ozempic and become as skinny as they are. And you're not going to do that. Everything that this person is asking these demons to do to you to make you, and I have seen, there is a demon that potassium. Okay, interesting. Isn't that in bananas? There is a demon that I have noticed, okay, that it infiltrated Hollywood, and it's got to be like a Zazel or something, or some type of glamour demon, but I can see this same demon in almost every celebrity's face. Like, I can literally see this thing, and the more that it takes over the person's body, and banana, more that it takes over somebody's body, the more that it distorts the way that they look. And it's doing this shit on purpose. This demon doesn't think this shit looks good. And it convinces the mind of whoever's willing to go through these changes with themselves. It's convincing the minds of these people that this is the better look. And when this demon ends up getting, I don't know, if it ever ends up getting exorcised out of these celebrities, they're going to wake up one day, look in the mirror and have complete face and body dysmorphia. You know, they're going to be like, holy shit, what the fuck did I do to myself? Like, now I look like this weirdo. So I just want you guys to not feel like, because, and please know that if you're trying to fit I would say, a programmed, you know, beauty model, like, you know what I mean? If you're trying to fit what Hollywood is going for, what they're trying to push everybody, like Lindsay Lohan's new face looks good now, but she looks like she's aged. All of these people that are in their 20s getting facelifts, why the fuck are you getting a facelift at 20? Now, if you're 60, okay, get a facelift. You know what I'm saying? Like, that would be more appropriate. But 20-year-olds, pushing 20-year-olds to get facelifts, stop with this shit. This is all demonic. And it's sickening to me how these doctors keep pushing these young people in Hollywood to get all these fucking surgeries. And it's basically, they use that person they basically use that person's face as an advertisement to everybody else wanting to get into Hollywood. To me, all of this seems like a humiliation initiation ritual. That's what I think is happening. Okay. But again, it is demonic. So this person wants you to subscribe to whatever Hollywood's doing and that's trendy at this time. Okay. I can guarantee back in the time of the Greeks, of, in ancient Greece, if you look at the statues, all of the women were not Skeletor, skin and bones people. Okay. They didn't have fucking Ozempic face going on. And I'm not dissing anybody that's actually overweight that's taking Ozempic that it's working for them. Okay. Like that's 400 pounds or something. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about these people that are 150 pounds, 130 pounds, and they're taking Ozempic and they're going down to 115 or 110. Like that's what I'm talking about. And it's just changing the way that everybody looks and it's distorting it. This person wants you to be embarrassed about yourself and they want you to feel shame, and they've sent a lot of magic to your physical body so that you cannot feel okay. Oh, too much sodium in diet is fluid retention. Yeah, they don't want you to be able to feel okay about the way that you look because you don't look the way that they look, basically. So this person's real insecure. 3 of Wands. They want to know what you're working on and what you're working towards so that they can beat you to the chase or so they can stop it, block it, and ruin it. This could be a project that you've been working on for a very long time. Like this person's not going to be able to stop your forward movement. And that's what they've been attempting to do here by blocking you. They don't want you tapping into your universal abundance and they don't want you accessing the light codes that are already within your DNA. Now, I listened to something yesterday about, talking at positive affirmations into your water, then drinking that. I like literally listened to something about that. And what you're doing is you're basically programming intelligence and consciousness into the water so that it helps your body. It communicates with your body differently. I love you. I love you. I love you, water. So what I'm getting is that do not fall for this person's trick. Don't fall for their misconception of the way that you look. Again, you guys are beautiful the way that you are. If there's something about that you don't like about yourself, pray about it and see if there's even anything that needs to be done. Maybe some of the things that you feel are not perfect about yourself could literally be misconceptions by other people that they're projecting at you, because this person does not feel pretty. They don't feel attractive, even though the world would probably say that they fit the modern beauty standard. Okay. But they don't feel attractive. And that's a big difference between, actually not be, I mean, this person is not attractive to me. I'm not attracted. I'm attracted to people that are actually good looking. I don't know. Like it's gotta be, I like all different types of people too. I'm attracted to like all different races of people. So I think there's good people in every type of race, good looking people. This person feels like there's a standard, a beauty standard that should be for every race. And I disagree with that. Okay. I don't think you can hold white women and melanated women to the same type of beauty standard. Okay. And I'm not saying one's prettier than the other. I'm just saying that the genetic makeup is a little bit different. Welcome in, Night Drive by Baywatch. I hope you're having a good day. So it's just different. And that's the thing of diversity. That's wonderful to have diversity on this planet, that not all people are the same. But if everybody continues to get these plastic surgeries and go on this Ozempic shit, or whatever else it is that it's called, it's just buying into a beauty standard that is not realistic. It's not maintainable. It's not sustainable. And it may change in 10 years. The beauty standard will be completely different. And so people need to understand that if you try to conform to and mold yourself to that today, you're not going to be happy in the future when the beauty standard changes and you've made permanent changes to your body. Yeah, we used to be healthy and fit. Exactly. 4. So this person is really jealous about your foundation. They're in the 10 of Swords right now. This person is bankrupt. Okay. This could be because they've spent some money on getting plastic surgery and then they've gone bankrupt. This person also has gone bankrupt by trying to get people to stalk and harass you and do, I just heard gang violence. That's extreme, but gang stalking on you. You do realize that people have to pay for that shit. Like, not just karmically, but they actually have to pay. Nobody is just going to go, oh, you don't like so and so, let me take an hour of my time today to do noise intimidation to them. These people actually pay other people to stalk other people. So this person, they are working with the devil. They're working with this demonic ass energy, and they think it's an archangel. And this person, it just goes to show you that they have no type of real awareness. Like, no type of awareness. And they want you to be, down and out for some reason. This person's silly, because you're never going to be down and out. When you've got this, when you're a high priestess with this inheritance from the Most High God, you will never be down and out. These people can try to block your forward movement as much as they want, but they're not getting away with that. And they're not going to be successful with it, because obviously you're still moving forward. Clearly, this person's not even really on your timeline. You're not going to encounter them. If it wasn't for their harassment and continual stalking, you would never encounter this person in real life. You guys are just on complete different vibrations. Three of Pentacles. And this person wants a whole group of people to turn on you and to not accept this new business idea, this new book, this new project, art, movie, whatever it is that you're working on, song. You guys are creative people. You're creative beings. You're magically creative. Okay. Which means you will never run out of that creative energy. It's always been with you, and it will always be within you. And so this person is trying to look on things on the outside of you to nitpick so that they can make fun of you. And they don't even realize that they're really clowning on themselves. Everybody that's like, why are you making fun of the collective? What did the collective do to you? Didn't the collective give you this? Didn't the collective give you that? Didn't the collective show you kindness when everybody else was taking you to court and suing you to get your kids taken and shit? Like, this person forgot all the good things that you did for them, and because of their jealousy and their envy and their greed, they're only focusing on trying to destroy you. And God is going to annihilate these people, both the cops and this Queen of Wands. And I'm not joking. When I say annihilate, the Most High God is going to F these people up. And I'm not in the way that you think, like God's going to just punish them, but God's going to allow this person to get all of the karma that they've accumulated in this lifetime all at once. And I do get this Queen of Wands could very well either be a Cancer or they could have cancer. And you are protected by a real archangel, Archangel Michael. And Archangel Michael's also connected to your soul tribe and is protecting your soul tribe and this idea so that you can get your light work out to the public, because that's what needs to happen for this world to change. We're all contributing in a different way to this planet and to the ascension of this planet and the ascension of this race. Yeah, sugar is very poisonous. I agree. So it's just like, we are all contributing to this planet in a different way. But what makes you different than this person is that your contribution will help this planet ascend, and this person's contribution will do the opposite. Will pull people back into the matrix and get them stuck and blinded. It will blind them, basically. The world. See, Archangel Michael's also protecting the world from this person. I think that all of this dumb shit, it just needs to stop. We need to stop glorifying celebrities, and we need to stop with this weird beauty ideal that does not match reality. How about looking at the beauty of someone's soul rather than the shape of their body or the shape of their face? Like, come on. Why is everything so fucking shallow nowadays? It's so empty and hollow. So what I'm getting here is that this person's ran out of money. They can no longer pay people to, I don't like celebrities either. They can no longer pay people to stalk you. They just don't have the money. And this person is in bankruptcy. And they're going to blame you for that, even though it's actually this person and the devil's fault. Because this devil continues to tell this person that it's not enough. The Hierophant. So this person did go to a secret society, a Hierophant group, could be a judge, and they asked for you to be prosecuted, okay? These people are not going to be able to prosecute you because there's no legal grounds to, you know. Yeah, why are they doing this degrading and useless circus towards a vulnerable person seriously harmed by criminals? Yeah, and behaving so barbarically. You know what? I don't know. I don't know. I think that it has to do with the humiliation ritual, to be honest. Why everybody's getting their faces changed up and they're all wanting to subscribe to the same type of beauty thing, getting fucking facelifts at 20 and shit. Just weird. It's weird. But I do feel like it has to do with an idea that probably a plastic surgeon created, most likely, you know? Yeah. You like sugar sometimes. Celebrities, not any gang stalker bullying you for nothing at all. Exactly. Exactly. And this is one reason why Hollywood is not, you know, there is if you okay, if you know about being in LA, I've lived in LA for like quite some time. And you know, there's always been a very demonic fucking energy. Like just straight up always. It's always been a low vibrational energy. It's like a presence. It's like so thick you could cut it with a knife, literally. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. They, you know, you may end up getting things restored to you, but I feel like this judge person, whoever they are, they're calling bullshit on whatever this is. No, you know, that somebody was trying to literally get you kicked out of a community. They wanted somebody could also owe you a home. Now, you may be able to sue the police if they've been harassing you without reason. Judgment. These people are up under judgment. And this judge has also called for judgment. It's not that this person's on your side. This person's just not going to put their career at risk to aid and abet criminals. Point blank, period. Okay. This judge wants to continue to have a salary and whatever else. And this judge also knows that if they get caught up for doing X, Y, and Z to an innocent person, then every other past transaction that they've done as a judge will also be looked at, you know, like through the eyes of other people, like the feds or some shit. So this judge does not want to step out of line because they know that they've done a lot of crooked shit in the past that they don't need to be brought up and fixed, right? And when you find out that a judge is crooked, every single decision that that judge has made in its career has to be looked at, you know? Yeah, I don't think that these people do know the legal rules. I really don't think that they do. If they did, they would not have tried to steal a home from you. They wouldn't have tried to get you kicked out of the community. They wouldn't have tried to steal your work and pass it off like it was theirs. These people just really, they have no idea what the actual laws are. And this person wants to literally, they're trying to make it so that it's illegal to do whatever you're doing in your city, and it's not fucking illegal. These people need to grow up. Two of Pentacles, you may receive a document from the courts about a home that was left to you that was not given to you. You may receive a document stating that you were the beneficiary of somebody's will. Okay. Or you may receive a document that you are going to get a new opportunity here because this person has tried to steal every opportunity that would come into your life. They want this personal foundation and protection of the archangels that you possess. And this person's not getting it. God is going to make sure that you end up with more than what you need, you know, an inheritance from your grandfather. Yeah. The star, because you are the star. You're meant to be seen. You're meant to be in the spotlight. You're an upcoming star. You're not somebody that's going to bend to the conform to Hollywood's bullshit. And the honestly, for you to step into the star ability, this talent that you have, I don't want you to conform to what Hollywood says. People are going to love you for you being you, and you're not going to have to be a fucking weirdo like these celebrities. Okay. The truth of the fact is that the tides are changing, and now the people that were celebrities, people are turning on these celebrities and don't like them anymore. Yeah. You don't want to be in the spotlight, but it may be part of your purpose to be seen. So that's why connecting with your higher self is so important. because you will get that information. Like, what is it that I'm supposed to be doing? And then just take small actions each day to fulfilling whatever that is. Some of you just need to start journaling and going for more walks and drinking more water. Like, and some of you need to take vitamins. That's why connecting with your higher self is so important. Yeah, you're interested in recovering your good and properties. Yeah, the victim of organized crime, CIA persecution and torture. The CIA will torture motherfucking anybody just to get some information. And this is how fucking stupid they are. Literally, there are people like me that can extract information out of people's heads without them having to torture people. So I don't know why. I don't know, but they're so desperate for information that they'll get this false ass information from people through spying on others. Just know for a fact that the government spies on us. These things are always listening, you know, and literally. I'm also hearing that somebody doesn't want you getting married to somebody that's wealthy. Okay, so they're spying to see if anybody has come into your life yet. This person has done some type of marriage breakup spell. And the funny shit is that this person's, if they try to get married, their marriage is going to be fucked up because they tried to fuck up your ability to have a marriage. Crazy. I personally, like, you just have to decide. For me, marriage is not for me. But it may be for some people. I'm not dissing it or saying there's anything bad about it at all. Like, for you guys, you may want to get married. If that's what you want, ask your higher self if that is the direction that you're being led. For some people, getting married and having kids is going to be the best thing. For some people, marriage is just not, like, it's not appealing to me. But only because of my trauma from the marriage that I did have. Trying to get out of that fucking thing was so much harder than getting into it. They always set shit up like that to make it traumatizing. So, you know, you may literally find out that maybe marriage is for you in this lifetime, but it's not this person's business this person's like trying to find out what your higher self intends for you. But they're trying to spy on you through using a Ouija board, using tarot cards. And this person, what they're seeing is, first of all, it's not accurate. Well, it's accurate as in it's positive for you, but it's not actually the truth about you. So this person doesn't have anything to go off of. They're completely blocked when it comes to spying and monitoring you and remote viewing you and looking into crystal balls and scrying into whatever the fuck else, like Black Mirrors or whatever. There may be something significant about the show Black Mirror. If you haven't seen that, it's like what is it? It's like an alternate dimension where there's all this like really cool technology, really mind expanding TV show. Yes, they keep trying to play God, but they're not God. And this is why they're being blocked, because if God wanted this person to be your God, God would have made this person that way, but they're not even created that way. This person also has been trying to get you sick. They keep sending the energy of like catch a flu, catch a cold, catch a virus type shit. This person is always in and out of the hospital. Jeez. And they're in and out of court continuously. I mean, eventually these organizations and these projects that are being done, they need to get on the right side of right eventually. I don't see it happening now, but I do see it's going to happen in the future. So this whole take you to court and sue you type shit, maybe you spoke the truth on this person. Maybe this person is part of your testimony of why you are the way you are and why you feel the way that you do. Again, it's not illegal to have a testimony. You don't have to, I don't name drop people unless it's like important. I won't name drop people. And so I can talk about my story without name dropping anyone, and nobody can take me to court over that because I haven't name dropped anybody. You know what I mean? Welcome in, Phoenix Empress. Oh, I hope you're having a good Tuesday as well. I love the sunflower. 5. So yeah, this person's waiting for a change. This person is seriously sitting around waiting for these demons, what they think is angels though, to come and change their life for the better. This person's waiting for like a destiny swipe to go through, and it's not happening. And this person's like, why am I still in my own shit energy? Why is this change not coming to me? It's like, well, you didn't do anything to change your energy. That's why change is not being attracted towards you. So this person might want to be mindful that they need to change themselves and confirmation instead of trying to change somebody else. It's just going to be way easier to change yourself than change anybody else. This person wants you to give up on your future. They want you to give up all hope that things will get better. I promise you, if you continue to go down the path that you're on, you will reach enlightenment. Okay. You don't need this person to tell you what you need to do and what you don't need to do. You're a grown adult and you have not only rational thought, but you also have inner standing, which is intuitive understanding of how things work and how things operate. This person focuses only on the negative and they want you to be, oh, absolutely. Yes, we'll do a Reiki at the end of this one for sure. So this person wants you to be like passive, basically, to whatever their advances are. They want you to be like a passive person, which I think is insane. Like just accept it. Just give me your destiny. Like just being completely weird. Okay. And then the fact that this person thinks the archangels would approve of a destiny swipe. Who's that delusional to think that the archangels are going to sit over here and be like, let me just help you change God's plan for somebody? No. So this person is about to be very sorely mistaken. I don't think that they're aware of the fact that they are about to be put in jail for something. If this person stole any type of property from you or was trying to keep a business from you, or if they broke a contract, a business contract, a copyright contract, this person, you will sue them. If this is just about defamation of character, you may end up you may get a message in the mail talking about how you have a case to sue this person. Think of it this way. If your business is to enlighten the planet, that's your job, right? Just like how my job is to awaken people and enlighten them and help them get on their journey. If that's your job and somebody's out here trying to discredit you, they're not just blocking you, they're actually blocking God's plan. They're attempting to discredit somebody that the public needs to listen to. That's here, somebody that's here to actually guide other people to redemption, not to damnation. And so, you're walking the correct path. You guys are doing the right thing. This other person is not. They're being seen for that. You could be having a lot of dragons in your dreams, okay? If you're seeing dragons anywhere, like just randomly, you're being told that you're being protected, okay? Yes, these people are blocking themselves. They're very foolish. They thought that they were going to be able to, take you to court and sue you, punish you, and restrict you from being able to use your gifts and abilities. And this person wants to use the same gifts and abilities that you possess that they don't possess. They want to use those same gifts and talents to do exactly what you're doing while trying to restrict you. Like people are going to just allow this person to be a prophet and a healer and stuff like that. There are lots of people that call themselves prophets. There are lots of people that call themselves divine beings, Yeah, they can't use your gifts, okay? And they can't block you from using your gifts. Okay. And if your gifts expose this person, then maybe they need to stop with the crooked shit. If there wasn't anything to expose, this person probably would not be so upset. But they've done something illegal and now they're getting the backlash for that. I get that this person has a lot of enemies. You're not the only person that they have tried to attack. So they've got a lot of people that want their pound of flesh from this person. 10 of Pentacles. They were trying to block you from having a 10 of Pentacles and from being able to pay for your 10 of Pentacles. That, like, when you go to resorting to trying to make somebody homeless and not able to use the only gifts that they have to make money, that is when you done fucked up. And that is when the universe will seriously slap you the fuck out. That's what this person is about to realize, is that the universe is coming to slap them the fuck out. because of what they were trying to do to you. And they had no right and no reason to ever have you gang stalked by the police. This was completely fucking unnecessary and a waste of police resources. And this person is being stalked and haunted by more than just this devil energy. They're being stalked and haunted because they spent all of their time up under the moon harassing and gang stalking, belittling you, and trying to keep you away from your destiny. Fucking retarded. And you're over here thriving, like unbothered, and you're going to remain unbothered by these people. Yeah, the police definitely are viewing this situation differently now. You're going to remain completely unbothered, you guys. Do not worry about it. Continue to move forward and put your faith in God, that God will lead you the way. Your higher self knows what your ideal timeline is. Your higher self already knows that. This person is going to try to spy on you because they want to keep you from being married. They don't want you coming into a love union. But I guarantee that this is part of your purpose. Whoever this person made a deal with, this King of Pentacles, they owe somebody a lot of money here. This is why they want to extort and blackmail money out of you, okay? Because they owe somebody a lot of money. They made a deal with somebody to steal your destiny, to sacrifice you, to do all of this stupid shit. And none of these people are able to do that. Because like, I was saying, your support comes from God. It doesn't come from the earthly world. It doesn't come from mankind. It comes from the Most High. So they're not going to be able to stop what they weren't a part of creating. Like, these people did not make you. They cannot take you out. They did not create you. They might want to be mindful of that. This King of Pentacles also wants their pound of flesh from this Queen of Wands. I don't know how this Queen of Wands owes so many people money, but she is in major debt. So just be aware that there is somebody that's desperate, money hungry, and greedy, and they're broke as fuck right now. They're completely bankrupt. They can't pay their bills. They're homeless still, and they're still trying to hex your life. And this person is ridiculous. They owe this King of Pentacles money, a loan shark, and they also owe a bank money, and they also owe their family a lot of money. Yeah, this person tried to interrupt your divine soul contract and your twin flame union, okay? They wanted to stop this from coming into fruition by hexing you in your love life so you could never have love. Like, what the fuck is wrong with this person? This is why this person, this Queen of Wands, will never get married. If they are divorced now, they will never get married again. And if they get married again, their marriage will be completely hexed and cursed. I also picked up that this Queen of Wands is getting a lot of backlash because she was putting her period blood in somebody's fucking food. Not yours, but somebody that she was trying to ensnare into a relationship. And now this person has gone insane. And she's like asking, why? Bitch, you know damn why. You know, motherfuck, why, what you were doing to this person. How dare you? That is the lowest shit somebody could do, is put something in someone else's food. That is fucked up. No, that's not okay. That is one thing that I have never put anything, anybody's shampoo, in their food. No, I am not a spiteful, revengeful person. If somebody hurts me, I will just walk away and allow God to handle it. I would not sit there and piss in somebody's shit. That's absolutely inappropriate. You're putting pee in somebody's coffee. This is what I'm seeing this person does. It's disgusting. Oh, your solar plexus got hit. I'm so sorry. We're going to do some Reiki at the end of this, so we'll work on clearing that out. But yeah, this is like insane to me. This person has done all of this witchcraft on people, and it was with the intent to control them so that they would give them their money, because she needs money. Ace of Wands. Yeah, this is a perfect time for you to get married and have a family. I don't know what this dumbass hoe is thinking, but she thought that she was going to be able to block this permanently. No, you cannot stop somebody's forward movement in their love life or any other aspect of their life when it comes to finances. Just put your faith in God that you will always be provided for, and know that God will make it so that you come out on top of this. This person's about to go into jail. They owe some serious money. They've taken out loans. I don't know why they did this, though. I think it was for plastic surgery. That could very well be why they took out these loans that they now cannot pay. This person is trying to avoid jail by blackmailing you and extorting money out of you. which is illegal. And all you have to do, if this person tries to do that, is report them to the police and they will go to jail. Oh, angels in your ear and hummingbird. I love it. I love it. So yeah, let's see. The Eight of Wands. This person is going to be at the crossroads with another offering to this devil energy. Like, again, you do not meet archangels at the crossroads. What the fuck is this person on? Like, seriously. You know what hangs out at crossroads? Demons. That's what hangs out there. If you know about Supernatural, the TV show, then you know that's where they're at. That is so funny. So this delusional ass person is thinking that they're being protected by archangels and they're really being fucked over by devils. That's funny. You are protected though. Your love union is protected. And if this person blocked anything for you, they're going to be blocked times infinity for that. I think that God wants you to move away from this person, just move on and forget them, forget about them. And this person, trust me, they're going to continue to try to hex you, but it's all going to backfire. None of this shit is going to hit you. None of it. Because they're competing with you for some shit that is not even competable for. You can't compete for somebody else's destiny. This person also tried to block you from having children. You may not even want children. Or maybe you've already had children and you're like, I don't need children. This person, I don't know what's going on with their reproductive, but they've done so much witchcraft now with their whatever the fuck they're doing that they can't have children. And they don't want to see you ever have any type of loving family, any type of children. Is insane to me. You're getting justice, though, is what I can see. You're getting justice. And for any type of sacrifice that was done on you as a child, like I get that this person has even gone as far to try to go into your mother's womb and disconnect you from your mother's womb on the inside, literally. Yeah, doesn't want you to have children. This person has gone as far to try to kill you as an unborn infant, like when you're in your mother's womb developing. Okay, that's a big no-no. This is a backfire for her. Maybe this person, if they are pregnant or if they were pregnant, they're going to be losing a baby. So they might want to be mindful about doing all this fucking death magic on you, because when you're pregnant, that is not the time to do death magic. You are in your era of getting your wheel of fortune. This is something, you've always been an abundant child of God. You're here to receive all of your hopes and dreams coming through and coming true for you. This person's just bent out of shape. You know, they're having to run with swords, looking behind their shoulder because of all the people that they've done witchcraft on and all of the people that they fucked over. This person has a list inside their head that goes on for days, literally, of all the people that they've done dirt to that could possibly come back to get them at any point. And God's going to make all these people come back and want their pound of flesh at the same time to this person. Yeah, because they're still carrying this burden. They weren't able to cast their burdens onto you and make you carry them. Wow. That's crazy. I feel bad that you guys are dealing with somebody that is completely mentally insane and not stable. This person is not mentally stable or emotionally stable. This person should not have children. If they already have children, that was a mistake. And if they are going to have more children, or if they're even trying to have more children or trying to get pregnant, you cannot try to stop another woman from having a baby and then think that you're going to actually be allowed to have a baby. Like, that is crazy. Okay, what truth am I ready to embody that will alter your fate? Interesting. Okay, let's look at the soul's journey. What I'm kind of getting is that, well, by you focusing on your goals, you are altering your fate. There was somebody that was trying to make you not believe in yourself. I don't know if this is a family member. Somebody that was talking down to you. Yeah, okay, pride. There is somebody that's very prideful that's in your energy. The energy of pride says, I love myself and I see myself in everyone. Okay, so you could be dealing with somebody that doesn't have the ability to see you for who you truly are. What is that relevant for her fate, though? You also could have just overcome something that was prideful within you. Maybe when it comes to somebody else and compromising with them, you could have just decided like, nah, I'm just not going to deal with this person anymore. Relationships, literally. So sometimes when there's pride in relationships, it's like sometimes people will want to not give you your flowers because they feel like you're going to progress so far beyond them. I feel like you're already healing some type of relationship in your life. This could also be the relationship that you have with God and with the Holy Spirit. It could also be your relationship with your higher self, which you connecting with your higher self is going to basically take you to your destined location. So this says, I'm attracted to those people who serve your higher good. There was somebody that used to be connected to you that didn't serve your higher good, and now you're basically using that experience as a balancing board to propel yourself towards the relationships that will benefit your path. If there is anything that you're worrying about, sacrifice those worries. Okay? Because there's really nothing that you need to worry about. It says, I'm learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. That's worry is like, you know how they say that when you worry, you suffer twice. Don't just suffer once, but you suffer twice. I also am getting that you could have somebody that's very worried about you, if they're worried about your progress. They're worried about you slipping away from them. Phoenix Empress. Yeah, humor is a very good to counteract worry. When you start to worry about something, laugh at it and think how silly that thought was. Just know that the universe has got your back and the universe is here to help you heal. And also, the universe, like when I say it's got your back, you don't have to worry about like things not coming together. It's all going to come together. I feel like the biggest part, I also get that you do have a good sense of humor. It says, I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. I think that the biggest part is just releasing the people, places, and things that don't serve your highest and best good service. Because when you'll find that when you're in service, like I feel good when I can help others, when you're being of service, that you are in your authentic energy and that you feel the most gratitude for that. You being of service is going to be really important here because there's a whole community of people that need you. And just know that these people that you had to walk away from, you love to laugh. Good. Remember I do. I remember a little bit about that person. Yeah, they were definitely like a canker sore. They were like a herpy, some annoying shit that wouldn't go away, like a pain in the ass. So yeah, you are going to find that when you create this body of light work, whatever it is that you're working on, you're going to be of service to other people. That's going to give you a whole new avenue to make relationships that will be long lasting and healthy relationships with new types of people. So yeah, using R as a balancing and going from that extreme of having somebody that's a betrayer to having somebody that's actually in alignment with your purpose, that's going to be a big jump, but that's how the pendulum swings. Yeah, don't be afraid to be lonely. There are some times, you guys, that in your life you'll find that you feel lonely, but you're not actually alone. Like you have God and the Holy Spirit always with you. You have the archangels consistently around you, and you have your spirit guides that are always communicating to you. So you truly are never alone. If you guys are feeling like, well, Phoenix Empress, if you feel like this loneliness is a fear for you, because I don't get that it's actually part of your reality. I think it's just a fear. Maybe think about getting a pet, even if it's like a goldfish, if you don't have a pet already. But I do feel, yeah, their presence is so soothing. It absolutely is. You're being told to tap more into what your guides are saying because you're going to feel less lonely. I feel like this person from your past wanted you to feel lonely without them. And because you're being of service to others, this loneliness is not hitting you like it would had you not have been of service to others. Yeah, embrace the change that's coming in. This change, like change can be scary just because it's fear of the unknown, but you don't need, this is not actually the unknown. This change is part of your higher self's plan for you. So just know that, okay, well, I just need to go within and connect and ask myself, what is this change doing? Is this a change that I need to be afraid of? No, this is actually a very positive change. You do have an energy that wants you to be afraid to change so that you'll stay in the same vibration so that they can continually draw energy from you. But you're changing your frequency. And it's almost like, okay, we have lots of universes, lots of dimensions, and lots of aspects of ourselves that are in other timelines that we can attune our frequency to that version of ourselves that we want to be, that peaceful self. I feel like you guys are entering the change that's happening is that you're not going to be in tumultuous energy. All the problems that were occurring before and the setbacks were because of this person from all the adversity was because of this person from the past and what they were doing to your energy. But now that you guys are becoming more energy and self-aware, you're accepting the challenges are the best way to learn. So don't look at like any type of, like, this person was an adversity, but don't look at adversity as being a negative. Look at it as an opportunity for you to create more peace and for you to make long-lasting change. I feel like the good thing about you, Phoenix Empress, is that you don't blame people. Like, you allow people to be who they are, and you don't project that judgment of blame onto them, which is one of the reasons why I feel like you are going to help bring a lot of health to other people and a lot of health to this planet. You're going to help heal people from the adversity that they've been through, because you've been through actual adversity that you've had to heal from. It says, I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. So this is good energy here. I feel like what's going to ultimately change your fate is going to be, and it's like, this is all still a part of your bigger plan, though. It's of being of service to other people. Maybe you're going to help people who are lonely find their connection in this world. You could end up creating an app or some type of something like that helps people connect with each other in a more intimate way. Yeah, release any guilt that you have when it comes to turning people away. And I just wouldn't, guilt is one of the emotions that I feel like it can be really useful if you've made a mistake, but at the same time, it's very toxic. So I release any beliefs that no longer assist my soul's growth. So there could be some beliefs that you still have. That's why getting the truth of God and doing the mind technique is so important, so that you can just go through, assess those beliefs that you have. And if there is anything that's making you feel guilty from walking away from somebody that doesn't serve your highest and best good, then you can just easily release that. Discipline. You are very disciplined as a person, and discipline is not like punishment. I don't know why we use the word in that type of way, but discipline is more like keeping a schedule and making, what is it like? It's a positive habit, basically. So I can accomplish what I set my mind to do. You may end up you may create a seminar to help people manifest being more disciplined, on their spiritual journey and on their physical health journey. So health and wellness may be something that you're very interested in. Yes, that would be so great. Literally creating an app that helps people deal with loneliness, because it's true. People do suffer from that. I don't really feel like you suffer from that, but if you were, this app would help you. And I do get that, your impact on the planet's going to be massive. Yeah, let go of any regret that you feel from the past. I don't think that you've made any type of mistakes when it comes to letting people, places, and things that don't serve you go. I feel like somebody wants you to be in regret for letting them go, but you don't feel that way, because that's not the truth of who you are. Everything that you've ever done has led you to who you are now, which is the most important thing. It says, I know that I cannot change the past, and so just release it. Growth, because you releasing the past is gonna help you grow. And I'm talking about, like, not just your adult past, but your childhood past. Release those thoughts and beliefs that kept you feeling not enough as a child. And I'm also hearing something about art. You may end up finding that you have an artistic ability that you're going to expand on. This could be painting, it could be drawing, it could be literally anything. Yeah, trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. This is what you have in your higher self, and this is why you're being led away from a troublesome situation. So continue to trust in God and know that love is your core energy. This is who you actually are, this loving being. People may try to project onto you due to you having a relationship with them in the past. They may want to project onto you that you're not a loving being, but you actually are. And these people, if they would have listened to your advice when you gave it years ago, these people would be in a better place, but they didn't want to listen to you. So you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. You know what I mean? Grief. If there's any grief that you're experiencing, any sorrow, you need to question where it's coming from. And if it's stemming from an energy that is external, then I would also go, okay, if this energy is not mine, what needs to be done with it? Do I need to transmute it, or do I need to? Because sometimes people will be unhealed and they will just be projecting their problems. You also may help people who have lost, you do have a mediumship ability to communicate with the dead. I don't know if you like to do that or not, because it can be kind of frightening. And sometimes the dead people say really fucked up things. But, it's part of your purpose to help people process grief. And so whatever way that you do that, it's going to be very beneficial to you and others. And you are a very empathic person. So you may use your gift of empathy to help other people see both sides of a situation. You knowing what you're here to do to inspire others is basically the center point for you to take any action when it comes to fulfilling your journey. Yeah, somebody wants you in indecision here, but I think you can empathically pick up that there is somebody that wants you not able to decide how to move forward. You're still going to be able to move forward regardless of this person's intention. I feel like abundance is part of your path. Gratitude. So when you feel like an energy is starting to weigh you down and you have it empathically, I want you to do the empathic clearing technique, which we set up with your higher self. We can do that right now. So we're setting up with your higher self that anytime you say this next sentence, because for your higher self, clearing empathic energy is seriously not difficult. It happens within seconds, right? So we're setting up that when you say the word I in this next sentence, that every time you say this sentence, you're going to be clearing your own empathic energy, any negative energy that you picked up from anybody else. And because the gift of empathic energy is genetic, we're just putting in with your higher self that every time you make this statement, you will also be clearing your bloodline. Okay. So I'm going to type in this statement. So now that we've set that up, what this allows you to do when you say the word I, you're allowing your higher self to come through. So your ego doesn't have to get involved in this. Okay. So the empathic clearing technique goes like this. I clear myself of any negative energy that I have picked up from anyone else. Okay, so I want you to say that out loud. I clear myself of any negative energy that I picked up from anything else or anyone else. And we're including anyone, anything. It's the same thing. Okay, so I just felt it happen really quick. It just goes through and it cuts through that energy. So by using that technique, when you feel that heaviness start to come on, instead of allowing it to take over your energy and dominate your field, your energetic field, use this technique. And remember that when you say the word I, you're not speaking from your ego, you're speaking from your higher self. So doing this is not going to be difficult. And your higher self will do it for you every time. And we've already set up that every time when I say this statement, I clear myself. Oh, good. Yeah. When I clear myself of any negative energy that I picked up from anyone else, that it's also clearing everyone in the bloodline, which is a blessing in itself because, it'll clear your family members of what they've picked up as well. Look, abundance. See, your your attitude of gratitude is leading you to abundance and a lot of abundance. This is beautiful. Beautiful energy here. So you may be called to tell your testimony of how you got to where you are. Um, and you may also be called to do a seminar on that, of how to release toxic patterns and people, places, and things that don't serve you, how to enter into a state of oneness with the universe to where you don't ever feel alone and that you're tapped into this abundance. There may be a belief system that you need to surrender, Phoenix, just to go through a rebirth, because I do feel like happiness is around the corner. And the more that you accept who you truly are, and the more that you're patient with yourself, the more balance you're going to have. And you are going to help people not only create balance in their lives, but you're going to also help them gain freedom through forgiveness, right? Through healing grief and through success. So you may want to work on your mediumship ability, because you naturally have that. You can communicate with people that have crossed over. And I know you've had a lot of experiences with deceased people, but I want you to start working with Archangel Azrael, I believe is what his name is. So the good thing, this is what I did when my mediumship ability at age 13 was like, it went off like crazy. Okay. So he is the angel of death, but he's been benevolent. Okay. And so what he does, Archangel Azrael, is he will help you. He will be the intermediary between you and the dead people, so that you don't have to actually communicate with the dead people, right? Like, you'll be communicating through Archangel Azrael, and Azrael will make it a little bit smoother of a process. Also, what Azrael does is helps people heal from grief, both the people that have crossed over and the people that are still alive. When I said that, oh, you had a little bit in the left ear hit. Yeah. So you'll definitely be able to use this talent, because it is a skill, it is a talent, to create a lot of success for yourself, which I love. And don't think that every person that you're going to come into contact with is going to be like R, because not all people are like that. It's just you drew in this specific destiny blocking weird ass person, to teach yourself basically how to let go of people that don't serve your highest and best good. Yeah. And releasing fear. Fear is the biggest like downer that could possibly exist, right? So releasing fear. And don't be afraid when you get a message for somebody, don't be afraid to tell them that message. Like, I used to be standing like in the grocery store sometimes, and I would get a message for somebody and I would be like so afraid to tell them that message. Like, just do it. You're going to find that people are much more open to hearing the messages that you have. You also may find that when you get this new friend group and this new collaboration, you may find that you guys sit around and you give people messages. People are going to appreciate you for this. And so that's why I'm saying to expand on what God's already given you with the mediumship ability, expand on that and use it for your highest and best good. You could even use it to make money, but I do feel like you are going to be getting a lot of downloads and a lot of messages that you can either transform into art, or you can transform it into a message, or you could transform it into a lecture or a seminar, really big downloads like that will help not only free you, but it'll help free other people. And when you're being of service to others and to yourself, you're going to be the most content. Okay, so I hope that helped. Yes. Yeah, just being more open, heart-centered wise, because I think that you've been a little bit closed off, and I totally understand that. It's just because of the way that this person treated you in the past. And so just know that not everybody's like that. And you went through that specific situation so it could help you get into alignment to where you are now. And so I do feel like this next group of friends is going to be supportive. They're going to be spiritual, and they're not going to be like the toxic type of spiritual where it's all toxic positivity. this new era that you're entering into, you're going to draw in people that are like-minded. And so I don't feel like you need to fear other people. And you don't need to fear the dead either, even though you do get dream downloads, and you do get downloads from deceased people. You just don't share them with people. Toxic positivity is still toxic, exactly. And so the more that this gift and ability expands, you're going to be able to utilize it to even possibly help other people connect with their deceased loved ones that are in heaven, which is a major gift. That is like an ability that you could make seriously $500 an hour doing that, like literally. And I'm not saying you have to do that for your job, but if you wanted to, the more that this gift and ability expands and you step into that power, you're going to find that it's very fulfilling in helping other people understand, that their loved ones are at peace, basically. Because when you work with Archangel Azrael, he doesn't allow negative dead people to come through. That's why I think it's like the best thing to work with him, because he works with everybody, healing from the grieving process. And so yeah, I would read a little bit about him. Let's look up a prayer that can be said. I love how Google just has these prayers. That prayer to Archangel Azrael. Okay. Archangel Azrael, I call upon you for comfort and peace. Help me to transition safely through this new chapter of my life. How relevant. Fill me with your serene energy and bring peace to my heart as I navigate these changes. Thank you for guiding me with love. And we're going to do another one. Blessed Archangel Azrael, I ask for your assistance as I grieve the loss of my loved ones. Comfort me in the sorrow and help me heal from the pain. Guide me to heal the presence of my loved ones and to connect with their love and guidance. Thank you for your support you provide to those who are grieving and to those who have crossed over. I love it. Archangel Azrael, I call upon your protective energy to surround me and keep me safe from harm. Please watch over me and guide me on my path, ensuring my safety and well-being. Amen. And Archangel Azrael, I ask for the night of restful and peaceful sleep. Please bless me with your calming presence and help me to find deep rest and rejuvenation. Oh, I love it. So yeah, this is totally relevant to what you're going through right now. Okay, we're going to end the session with some Reiki. So everybody take a deep breath in, okay? If you have a sip of water, take a sip of water. Make sure that your feet are actually touching the ground. I know, I love those prayers. They're so good. Make sure your feet are actually touching the ground, because what we're going to do is we're going to go in through the crown chakra, go down through the chakras, and we're going to ground your energy, okay? All right. Okay. Holy fire, holy fire, holy fire. Okay, holy fire through the crown, coming down in through the crown chakra, opening the crown, unblocking the crown, and elevating your consciousness. Okay, and holy fire into the third eye chakra, opening, clearing, and balancing. And releasing anything that was an old perspective, any thoughts and beliefs that are no longer serving us, we give to the holy fire. And going down into the throat chakra, we are opening the throat chakra and expanding the ability to speak our truth and to connect with others, recalibrating the throat chakra and releasing anything that was working against us speaking our truth. Okay. Now we're going to go down to the high heart chakra, the thymus gland, and we are opening the high heart with love, with that higher holy love of the Most High, and integrating that into the higher chart, the higher heart, the thymus gland, and this chakra. It exists right about here. Okay, now we're going to go into the heart chakra. And we're just opening the heart chakra and clearing out old frequencies, old energies, old ways of feeling, any stagnancy. Giving the heart an attunement to higher vibration and allowing the threefold flame of Christ to balance our heart chakras. Okay, now going into the solar plexus, we are removing any type of blockage and clearing out the inner child, clearing out anything that was blocking our destiny, our forward movement, or the way that we feel about ourselves. Going into the meridians, balancing the meridians, and opening up the seat of the soul chakra and the duality chakra to both cleanse out those and to remove those energies. Okay, so that you can sit within your soul, within your body in a balanced way. And the sacral chakra, releasing anything that doesn't serve you. We're cutting any cords of attachment. I'm kind of feeling some cords here. We're cutting any cords of attachment, both past, present, and future, and removing any blockages, and then rebalancing and recalibrating the sacral chakra. Bringing harmony back into the system and going down into the root chakra. Bringing safety, clearing out anything that was working against you feeling safe and secure and grounded. Okay, and as we open and expand and rebalance and recalibrate the root chakra, we are going to go down into the earth star chakra. That is the chakra that is beneath our feet. And we are opening this chakra and clearing it out and removing any energies that were blocking you from staying grounded and staying present. Also clearing out your feet as well. Okay, and now we're going to take that same energy and we're going to bring the holy fire up from the core of the earth, that holy love, that holy grounding energy in the very center of the earth. And we're going to bring it up through the earth star, up through our feet, through our legs, into our knees, into our hips, rebalancing, clearing, cleansing, protecting, into our sacral where our emotions rest, clearing out any old emotional patterns that no longer need to be there, and healing all of the roots from the cords that we just snipped. And then we're going to go into the belly button chakra, the womb, and cleanse that out. Clearing of any type of connection, snipping any cords that go into the womb and into your mother's womb. Clearing out any type of trauma that happened while you were in the womb. Okay, now we're going to come up to the solar plexus again, and we are boosting the solar plexus, building it back up, building your energy up within your inner child, going into your adult self. And we're also clearing your timeline as well from any tragedies or any traumas that you could still be holding on to in this area. And now we go into the heart. We're re-cleansing the heart, recalibrating, opening the heart, the back of the heart, the front of the heart. And we're just asking that the Holy Spirit bless our heart chakras as we fill it in with holy love and holy fire Reiki. And going into the high heart, where we connect with our higher self and that higher love. Clearing that and building that up. And going into the throat so that our words are supported by our higher self. And expanding the throat chakra, opening, expanding, clearing, expanding, recalibrating, realigning. And now into the third eye, reopening, both front and back, and creating a balance, clearing out any stagnant energies or any blockages that could have been keeping you from seeing your true self. And into the crown, which aligns you with your purpose, your divinity, clearing, cleansing, consecrating, opening, and expanding, moving up into the soul star chakra. And we're just going to send that holy fire Reiki all the way up to source itself. And as we do that, we are creating an egg around your aura, going all the way through your aura, underneath you and around you and behind you. And we're going to just seal this light. You can envision a white light around you. We're going to seal this light in for the rest of the day, removing any empathic energy, any toxic energy or lower frequency. And we're just giving that to the holy fire, holy fire, holy fire. And we're also calling it upon Archangel Zadkiel and Saint Germain to instill within our heart chakra the violet flame of transmutation. And any other energies that were still present, we give over to the installment of the violet flame. So from now on, you will have the violet flame within your heart that you can reach for to transmute energies. And we thank you, Saint Germain, for being with us. We thank you, Violet Flame. We thank you, Amethyst Angels of the Violet Flame, for attuning our frequency and aiding us in transmuting the energy. And we're just sealing this positivity in with an intention that I transmute all that does not serve me for my highest and best good. Okay, you guys, awesome. That was amazing. That was a lot of clearing energy. That's why I wanted your feet to be on the ground so that you stay grounded. So literally make sure that you drink water, because the installment of the violet flame is going to change your frequency, and it's going to not only lift this weight off of you, but it's going to help you transmute any energy that you could have been holding on to. So I would drink a lot of water, make sure that you keep your feet on the ground, maybe go for a walk. And as you feel these energies, yeah, this was a good one. As you feel these energies change the frequency and realign yourself, just know that anything that was unresolved will be transmutated. And you can go within your heart space at any time and bring that violet flame out. So remember, Saint Germain, I'm going to type in the chat, Saint Germain, the Amethyst Angels, Amethyst. And another thing you can do is you can take a piece. Oh, you're welcome, you guys. You can take a piece of amethyst. I should have a piece of it around here. I probably have a bracelet. And you can hold it to your heart, and the violet flame will go into that amethyst. So the amethyst will actually store the frequency of the violet flame, and then you can use that with your healing. So the Amethyst Angels and Archangel Zadkiel, which is also helping us heal from any type of resentment or forgiveness, basically, that needs to take place. And the violet flame of Saint Germain. Okay, you guys, thank you for making it to the ending of this reading. I love you so much. Please like this video, tap the notification bell, okay, all that good stuff. And know that you can always come back to this Reiki attunement if you feel like your energy is off. And remember, you guys, the empathic clearing technique, because if you feel like, tomorrow, let's say that you feel like you're feeling somebody's energy again, do that technique. Okay. I love you guys so much. Peace be with you. I'll see you in the next reading. Thank you so much, Phoenix Empress, for donating. I love you so much, and I appreciate you so much. You have a beautiful rest of your day as well. Okay. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.